What are title documents? As an investor, you may ask. And you need to understand that a title document is a subset of land documents that legally prove ownership or the right to occupy or use a land. So, title document is a land document, but this time that legally shows proof of ownership. And example of a title document is a certificate of occupancy, popularly known as CFO, and it is within a period of 99 years, after which you can renew. So CFO is an example of a title document. Another example of a title document is governor's consent. Take for an example, I own a land that has a CFO. I own a piece of plot, probably 500 square meters, and I have done all the process. I've registered it, it's fully registered, and I have a CFO on that land, and a situation comes up that I have to sell it out to another person. If I sell it to another party, probably party B, I need to get a governor's consent in respect to that, showing that the government or the state has now recognized, although the land was fully registered under my name, which enabled them to issue me a CFO, a certificate of. That governor's consent is now that they are aware that I am now transferring my rights and the ownership, everything I have about that land, the legal rights I have about that land, which is my CFO, to the next party, to the person, probably a buyer, somebody that is buying the land from me. So that is where a governor's consent is needed. It is the government or the governor recognizing such transaction. So that is where governor's consent comes in. And as an investor, you need to understand this little knowledge is very, very important, so that whenever you are buying a land from an individual and the land has a CFO, you should be able to tell the person that there is a need for a governor's consent. Very important, very important. Let me say it again. Whenever you are purchasing a land directly from an individual and the land has a CFO in the person's name, it is very, very important you ensure both of you or the person selling the land to you, you people proceed for a governor's consent. Do you know why it is very, very important? Because if something happens tomorrow and you, the second buyer or party B, you don't have a governor's consent, legally, if you people go to court, what the system captures is that the party A, assuming me now, is the person that sold the land to you. What it means that I'm still the rightful owner of that land, although I have sold it to you, although I have given you all the documents you think you need and stuff like that. Without a governor's consent, the government does not recognize such transactions. So that is why whenever you are buying a land from a direct seller, someone that has a CFO land, it's very important you tell the seller that there is a need for you to process or get a governor's consent. A governor's consent is a document showing that the government is now aware that that CFO land has now gone from party A, example me, to party B, so that if anything happens in the future, the government can back you up. They can be able to say, so person party A, so this CFO land to party B. So it's very, very important whenever you are buying a CFO land that you ensure you get a governor's consent. So governor's consent is part of a title document, and just like I said in my former video, title document has to do with majorly legal documents, and they are always given by the state. A registered deed of assignment is a title document. In fact, for the fact that a document is a deed of assignment, it means that the land has been registered or that the land has a CFO. So a registered deed of assignment is a title document. Now, why are these documents important? Why do you need to understand them? Number one, the purpose of title document is to legally establish ownership that is recognized by the state. Remember what I said when I was explaining about governor's consent, that title document, the purpose why these things are important is that it legally establishes ownership recognized by the state. Very, very important. You can own a land, you can be the rightful owner of that land, but without a title document, the government of that state is not seeing you as the rightful owner of that land. So if you have your power of attorney, your deed of assignment, or other documents showing that you are the rightful owner of a land, I encourage you to proceed to get your title document. Title document is not free. It's going to cost you some amount of money, but at least you are being on the safe side. So Why is title document important? Number two, legally, it enables you to legally transfer the land or sell the land. You can legally sell the land or transfer your rights on the land. And another benefit of title documents or land with title document is that you can use it to go for things like mortgage or loans in a bank. Banks trust lands with title documents. If you want to get a loan from the bank and you are able to provide a title document of your land, your genuine land with CFO, the bank will be willing to do what? To grant you loan based on that title document. Unlike when you just come to bank and tell them that I own a piece of land somewhere or my forefathers give it to me. A bank won't take you serious because banks, they work with facts. So if you want the bank to give you a loan and your land, you want you to use it as a collateral, it's wise you register it and the government recognizes that you are the rightful owner by giving you title documents. So these are what you need to know about title documents. And let me summarize. Key points you have to understand about title documents is that what? Number one, title documents are the strongest evidence of ownership. Yes. Why is title documents important? You see people talking about CFO, allocation paper, or governor's consent, deed of assignment, because title documents are the strongest evidence of ownership. It shows that you are the rightful owner. When you have a fact, if in some situations, if the government wants to probably do a project, carry out a project in that vicinity, and they've already, maybe there's a need for government to expand the land they already have, and the thing affects you, and you have already registered your land and processed your land, and they have given you a seal of O. If the government wants to tamper with your house, your land, your building, they have to compensate you. So with an original land title document, you can go to court with even the government themselves. So that's why title document is the strongest evidence of ownership. Without them, your claim to the land is weaker. It does not mean you don't own the land. Yes. Without a title document, your claim about that land you own is weaker. Legally, is weaker legally. Even if you have other land documents like receipts or family letters showing that you are the rightful owner. So if you have a land that you have all the land documents in place, but you have not yet processed it, this is me encouraging you to take that step to ensure you get a title document, which is the strongest evidence of ownership. So if you're getting value from these videos, why not like, subscribe to this channel, comment, ask your question in the comment section, drop your thoughts, ask any question. I remain your number one value realtor here in Owerri, Imo State, your real estate consultant that helps you make safe genuine investment here in Owerri, Imo State, and in the Southeast. Your peace of mind is our priority. You have worked hard for your money, therefore you should not lose your money into an investment that will make you cry. So till the next time we meet, take care of yourself.